Hello, mamas. Hello, everybody. Jessica Coulter here, and we are going to talk about motivation today. So, mamas, is your teen motivated? I'm going to change my camera here. So, I want to know motivation. Is that something that applies to your teen? Do you have a motivated teen, or would you say you have a lazy teen? We're talking about this because this is something I hear from a lot of parents. My teen is unmotivated. And I got to tell you, mamas, reality check. Your teen, not really lazy, he's unmotivated. And there's a huge difference. We're going to talk about this. Before we dive into it, though, I want to welcome you to the video here on Facebook, here on YouTube. I also want to welcome you to my Facebook group. If you're not a member, there is a link in the description for you to join us after the video. So, motivation, laziness. What's the difference and why is your teen unmotivated? Well, motivation comes down to just a couple things. That's it. Your teen has to have a why. Why am I doing such and such thing? Whether that's a chore at home, whether that's a homework assignment, whether it's something as simple as I'm hungry and I want to go to the fridge. Why am I doing this? There's also the question of how. Does your teen believe he knows how to do it? Does he feel confident he knows how? Because we talked about confidence yesterday. And also, we got to consider your teen's interest level, the actual desire to do this thing. Okay? So let's dive into each of these things individually. So the why. When we're talking about school, because as the CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring, my brain is always on the school side of things. So if your teen is in a class, you just started school, your teen has this new schedule, he probably has some classes he's loving already, some classes he doesn't want to be in. So I ask you, mamas, is your teen more motivated in that class he's looking forward to, that he's already enjoying? Or is he more motivated in that class he has no interest in, that he's only taking because he has to take it? And I can tell you without doubt, you and I both know your teen is more motivated, more excited by the class he's interested in, the one he wants to be in, than say that science class, that English class, that math class that he has to take because the school, the district, the state, the whatever says he has to take. So that's a big factor in motivation right there. So if you know your child doesn't like math, maybe your child thinks he's bad at math, or your daughter is just sure English is like the worst subject ever, she hates to write, well, those are going to play a huge factor in your teen's motivation levels. So your teen's not lazy in, say, math if he hates math, or your daughter thinks English is hard and writing is horrible. It's just literally a motivation problem, not a laziness problem. Okay? So what else do we need to talk about here is the how. So like I said, if you missed yesterday's video about confidence, definitely encourage you to watch that, because we talked about your teen having to have the confidence to do something she knows how to do, as well as the confidence to do something she doesn't know how to do because she believes, or your son believes, I will learn this. I just don't know it yet. Okay? So the how. Think about this for yourself, mama. If you want to do something, maybe it's something fun, like on a vacation, like I don't know, surfboarding or something, or maybe it's something at home, like trying a new recipe. If you don't know how to do it, you've never done that activity before, made that recipe before, are you very motivated? Are you excited to try this new thing, or are you scared? Are you worried it's not going to go well? For me, when it comes to surfing, I love the idea of the ocean. Like, I love to smell it. I love to walk in the sand. I hate sand between my toes. I like that part of the water that's sort of watery, sort of sandy. I know it's weird, but I would never surf because I'm just terrified of sharks. I know it's crazy, it's ridiculous, but I live in the Midwest, so maybe that's part of it. Is I'm not, I don't have the ocean, in my backyard kind of thing. But anyway, that means I have no motivation to surf. And so for you, if you're not scared of the sharks, you're just like, I'm going to make a fool of myself. I might drown. I might have my kids laugh at me. I might be going on this work trip or something, or with a bunch of friends that I only sort of know. or like, a bunch of families, whatever. Whole point is you're scared, you're unsure, you're worried. That all impacts your motivation. Okay. So let's talk about this some more. Before I do, thank you so much for being here. I also want to encourage you, if you're not a Facebook follower, not a YouTube subscriber, encourage you to click that follow button, that subscribe button, so you don't miss any of my live videos, because I will be live at least 4 or 5 days a week for sure. I will be out of town next week, so hopefully we'll be catching you live talking about vacations, but just know lots of videos here for you to watch, to learn from, to help you, to help your team. So let's talk more about motivation here. So the interest level. So not only does your teen know why, does your teen have a goal that he's working towards to get this thing done? Because that's part of motivation. I'm doing this because I want an A in the class. No matter if it's a class your teen likes, no matter if it's a teen he has to take to graduate. Maybe your teen just needs a grade on this particular homework assignment just so that you'll give him some money if that's how your family handles things. Or he wants to go hang out with his friends because you said, hey, if you get an A on this test or you pass this test, you can spend the night with so-and-so. Whatever it is, do know that would be your teen's why. And if your teen has a strong enough why, that's motivation. No matter if it's something he knows how to do, no matter if it's something he's interested in, if the why, the reason for doing something is strong enough. Okay, with the interest. Sometimes we don't know why we're doing something. Sometimes we're not really sure we know how to do something, but it sounds fun. We're just willing to go for it because we are so interested in it. Okay, for me, I think about baking. I know myself well enough now that I'm not scared of pretty much any cookie recipe. Okay, with a business called Ace Cookie Tutoring, cookies are my go-to. And so unless it's some kind of crazy tool like those cookie presses, I've never used one of those, but I'm not really scared of cookies. Okay, so the interest is strong enough for me that even if I feel like there's a word in there that I don't really know how to do, or I don't usually do like a whole bunch of yeasty stuff, some of those more exciting things, I don't know how to do it necessarily, but the why would be because it's fun. The how would be I'm going to figure it out. And the reason I'm motivated is the interest level. It's the same thing for your team. Think about that class they're already loving, they're excited about. There's probably going to be a project. There's probably going to be something big in that class, whether it's finals related or group related, that your team's going to be motivated to do just because he thinks it's cool, because she thinks it's going to be fun. Okay? So I hope this gives you some ideas behind your teen's laziness, quote unquote, versus motivation, as well as open your eyes a little bit, mama. Your teen is capable of being motivated. It's just a matter of, do these things apply to the situation? Does your teen have a why? Does your teen feel like she knows how to do it? Does your son feel like he's interested in it? Okay. So motivation definitely is one of the study skills I teach. So if you're not a member of my Facebook group called Teaching Teens to Love Learning, highly encourage you to join us, mamas. Click the link in the description, answer a couple questions, and you'll be in, so you can learn how your teen learns, so you can discover why it matters that your teen knows how to learn so she can love to learn. So have an awesome night, awesome weekend, and I'll see you in the group soon. Bye, mamas.